And so I was thumbing through those articles, and I got intrigued and essentially snatched by a few headlines that really captured my attention. Like this one from the Washington Post that talked about Sears and their radical past as it relates to servicing customers during the era of Jim Crow, which was the time in this country that was plagued by racism and discrimination. Or there was this headline from the New York Times that talked about Sears putting black customers first and making them a priority. Well, as an African American, that captured my attention, and I read more about what it was about Sears that made them so groundbreaking at that time. And I learned some really interesting things. It was Sears and their home delivery services that provided African Americans in this country with a way to shop where they did not have to be subjected to racism and discrimination. And that was a light bulb moment for me. It was something that connected to me personally. I went back to the times when I shopped with my grandmother in downtown retail stores, even as a child. We used to have to put on our Sunday best to go to these stores because we needed to project to those retailers that we belonged there and that we could afford the things that they sold us. But even as a child, I was very aware of a difference in my grandmother. I could sense that there was no joy in her during this time. In fact, I sensed fear. But then I recalled when she would get packages delivered to her home from Sears and the excitement and the joy. Now, I used to think that she was excited because she was getting a package delivered to her home. But after reading these articles, I stopped, I paused, and I was thinking about whether or not the joy that she experienced was not because she was getting a package, but because she was getting a package that allowed her to maintain her dignity.